Chiefs Kingdom. Listen to the silence reverberating through the hollowed concourse of Geha Field at Arrowhead. Do you feel that? It is the cold, unforgiving shiver of an early January without a playoff game. Since 2014, we have owned the winter. Since 2014, the road to the Lombardi ran through the loudest stadium on the planet. But today, the Red Sea is still. The drums are silent. A 6-11 campaign has stripped the crown from our heads and left us staring into the abyss of uncertainty. We are witnessing the fragility of greatness, the moment where the dynasty breathes heavily, battered by the brutal reality of the NFL parody machine. Our king, Patrick Mahomes, is trapped in the grueling labyrinth of ACL rehab, and the architects at One Arrowhead Drive are swinging the scalpel. The standard of the Hunt family is non-negotiable, and right now, that standard has been breached. Before we dissect the X's and O's of this massive coaching overhaul and the hire that could save the 2026 season, join the inner circle, hit subscribe, smash that like, and tell me in the comments, is the return of Eric Bieniemy the hammer we need to crack the league again, or do we need a total schematic reset? I'm reading every single one of your takes. Listen to the brutal truth. The 2025 season was a gash to the soul of this city. 6-11. Read it and weep. We tried to run it back with the squad that fell to Philly, and it was a short-sighted disaster. We were a shell of ourselves, limping to a third-place finish in the AFC West. And then, the purge. Todd Pinkston, gone. Connor Embry, gone. Matt Nagy, his contract is expired and he is interviewing for head coaching gigs elsewhere. But today, January 21, 2026, Andy Reid has begun the reconstruction. Tom Pelissero has confirmed it. The Chiefs are bringing the hammer back. Eric Bieniemy is returning to Kansas City as the offensive coordinator. The man with 2 rings and 5 years of top 6 scoring offenses is back to restore the accountability. And he isn't alone. The Chiefs have quietly hired Chad O'Shea as the new wide receivers coach. O'Shea brings the Patriot way discipline and the trust of Tom Brady to a room that looked lost under Embry. Let's look at the chalkboard because the tactical layering of these moves is massive. O'Shea is a specialist in option route nuances. In New England, he mentored masters of finding the soft spot in a cover 2 shell. In 2025, the Chiefs' wide receiver room was a collection of high-end parts that didn't fit. Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, they lacked consistency. O'Shea comes in to install the PhD-level precision that was lost. And Bieniemy, he brings the blood and guts that made Isaiah Pacheco a household name. He understands the inside zone assignments and the marriage of the run and pass game that relieves the burden on number 15. We are talking about a return to the 12 personnel mismatch strategies that made this team untouchable. Inside the practice facility at One Arrowhead Drive, the atmosphere is visceral and heavy. One high-ranking AFC executive told me the Chiefs hiring O'Shea and bringing back Bieniemy is a direct shot at their own laziness. They're bringing back the old guard to clean up the mess. If Xavier Worthy doesn't learn his hot read assignments by May, O'Shea will bury him on the depth chart. A veteran scout whispered, "Coach Reid is taking this personally." The firing of the position coaches was the appetizer. The return of EB is the main course. Mahomes needs that familiar, demanding voice in his ear while he's rehabbing. An insider at the Titans table, where Matt Nagy is a finalist for the head coaching gig, admitted Nagy's departure was predestined. The Chiefs looked sloppy, and Eric Bieniemy is the only man Andy trusts to restore the culture. A fourth source added, the financial implications are massive. They are $52 million over the cap, the worst in the NFL. They can't afford to miss on these hires because they won't be able to buy their way out in free agency. Finally, an coaching assistant admitted Mahomes is hitting the checkpoints with Julie Freimeyer, but he's already watching film with Bieniemy's voice in his head. The standard is being restored. Think about the biographical DNA. Eric Bieniemy has the grit of an Isaiah Holmes and the fury of a Christian Okoye. He is the interior devastator of complacency. And Chad O'Shea, he is the bridge to our legendary past. He was a volunteer assistant here in 2003 when the Chiefs led the NFL in special teams touchdowns. He links the DNA of Dante Hall's joystick moves to Xavier Worthy's game-breaking speed. He is the historical bridge between the Andy Reid era and the hard-nosed discipline of the early 2000s. We are at a crossroads. The 2026 offseason is the reckoning. We are facing a roster in flux, a cap deficit that would make a billionaire flinch, and a king on the mend. Patrick Mahomes says he wants to be ready for week 1, but the doctors say the ballpark is 9 months. That puts him right on the edge of September 13th. And the draft, we have the number 9 pick. Dante Moore is staying at Oregon, and Reuben Bain Jr., the 275-pound wrecking ball from Miami, just cemented himself as a top 5 lock. The board is shifting, and Brett Veach has to be surgical. Patrick Mahomes' vision is our North Star, but even he needs a room that can separate. We saw the schematic analysis fail us in those final 6 losses. We saw a lack of explosive plays from the wideouts. Bieniemy and O'Shea are the cure. In 2025, the Chiefs ranked in the bottom third of the league in red zone efficiency. That is unacceptable. O'Shea has helped Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy set records in Cleveland. Now he has to do it for the most talented arm in human history. Stay tuned, Kingdom. The off-season gauntlet has just begun. The Red Sea never reconsiders. We reload, we rebuild, we reign. How about those Chiefs? We stand until the final whistle. We fight until the clock hits 0. The kingdom is tested. The crown is bent. But with EB and O'Shea in the room, the hunt for the next ring has officially commenced.